Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today joining us for the Sunday series where we're looking at the very best second-hand golf clubs on the market in 2025. And in today's video we're focusing on the budget hybrid club category, the most forgiving hybrid clubs under £70. But just before we start, we're going to review some of the comments from last week's video where we looked at the most forgiving irons under £200. Bobby said, "Legend, thanks mate, this is going to help me build a bag for my youngest." Paul saying, "Great show, how about a nice picture of James on the back wall after he's lost one of your challengers?" That'd be funny, actually, get him alongside Ronaldo and Seve. John Wright, "Great video guys, useful tips for trying to help people navigate through second-hand market." And exactly, that's the key point. I've got a lot of mates of mine, I see them turn up at golf club with new second-hand clubs in the bag and it's just not right for them. They're finding fantastic bargains, but they're just not getting the right profile of club, whether it be that, you know, they slice the ball and they're getting these low spin clubs, you know, or the sort of newer golfers and they're getting like pro clubs, so stuff that is far too hard for them to hit. And I just thought with this series, we can like touch on different categories, like the most, like most forgiving irons or most draw bias drivers. Easiest to launch hybrids, you know, we'll touch on these categories. So when people are shopping on second-hand market, they could literally look in this series of videos and probably find the category that they need. So that's the whole idea, really. It's almost like a catalogue of second-hand golf equipment. Ray saying, "Ben Hogan edge irons, CFTs, forged titanium faces, absolute rocket shapes. He was surprised we didn't put them in, but I'll tell you what, I had a nosy because I thought great idea, great set of irons. I do remember them, and you can get them cheap as chips now because that generation of Hogan clubs, for some reason, don't fetch so much because they went so long without making clubs, but they are coming back onto the market. But I think at the prices they're going for, Ray, I could probably get them in the under £100 series, which obviously I'll post in future. So definitely a good one for anyone on a real budget for irons. So all these clubs, ideal for somebody that struggles to launch the ball off the floor, probably struggling with a 4 or 5 iron to get it up off the deck, generally just struggles for height. And we're starting off cheapest to most expensive, and first one being the Callaway Diablo Edge Hybrid. I remember when these first came out, they were a little bit bigger profile to a normal hybrid, almost like a hybrid fairway, a little bit stretched at the back, and the idea was to try to get that centre of gravity further away from the face to help you get more backspin and launch the ball. And you can get these for £20 to £40 in really good condition. A little bit of an oldie but goodie. I'd say it's probably around about 2008, that kind of era, but still very good clubs. And right at the bottom of the price range, really, probably for somebody that really just wants to test an hybrid. Not really sure if an hybrid's right for them or not, but yeah, I mean, cheap as chips. Fifth place, we've got the TaylorMade Burner Rescue 2008. Again, very similar idea. You know, they've stretched it out, made it a little bit sort of wider, get that centre of gravity further away from the face. And the key point to all these hybrids as well is that they're all titanium, which might sound silly, but if you're on a budget and you're looking for hybrids, you might find a really nice hybrid, but not realise it's made out of like steel or alloy, which is a cheaper material, and it just they don't last as long. They get, you know, they get battered quite easy, and they just don't perform as well. So yeah, going off a bit off point there, but again, you can get the burners for sort of £30 to £40, and you can get some really older but goodies. You know, if there's nothing on there that's really good condition at the minute, don't just buy one. Just save your search, and then when someone lists one, it'll come up. That's what I always do when I'm looking for something. Giving all my tips away here. Oh, and by the way, before we move any further, if you did watch last week's video and you wondered where the Yonex have gone, I've got a confession to make. Before that video went live, I ordered them because I thought, we've got to build some sets of golf clubs from this series. We can't just tell you about them. We've got to go and play with them. So I'm building a bag of the most forgiving golf clubs. So I'll be ordering a hybrid off here. And I'm going to build a bag of, you know, the best performing golf clubs for the lower handicap golfer. So it might be like forged irons, and I'm getting way off topic here, you know what you've tuned in for. But you know, I will be buying some of this equipment to play with in future videos. So sorry if anyone went to look for them and they disappeared. Moving up to fourth in the list, and these are fantastic quality. Only reason is that Adams no longer make clubs, you know, so they're not very searchable. But the Adams Titleized HB, fantastic quality clubs. They are going for £30 to £40. And again, you know, another one of them sort of like larger profiles. I've gone for the really, really forgiving hybrids in this category. And even though like I've listed them 6 to number 1, it's just basically based on price. You know, all of these clubs would be really good to use. If they weren't, I wouldn't have put them in this list. It's not like the 6th place is bad. Literally, these are the very best in that price range. So there's to get the top 6, it's like they're all very good. Third on the list, this is one I've never actually tried, but I know Yonex make extremely good golf clubs, and it's the Yonex E-Zone Elite 4 Hybrid, and it's very unique. It's got like diagonal lines in the face, and I had to do a bit of research on that one. I'm wondering, what was this technology about? Why have I never seen it? And all it is, it's designed so that when you look down from the top, you can see the face a lot more. It makes the club appear a lot bigger to give you more confidence. So I've not tried it, but I'm actually considering ordering one to try, because maybe it was just technology that didn't sort of like, it might be fantastic technology, but unfortunately for some brands, because probably not as good as like your TaylorMades and your Callaways at marketing the product, it don't get out there. And these brands might only get it one season, you know, and if it don't work, they don't carry on with it. But I might buy that one to add into our most forgiving set, actually. In second place, getting a little bit more expensive now. These are sort of £50 to £60. We've got the Cleveland Launcher HB. So, you know, you'll probably notice a pattern now with all these hybrids. They're kind of not your traditional shaped, small, compact hybrid. As I said, they're the higher launch ones, so nice and easy to hit. Fantastic quality. And I can't believe now, for that sort of £50 sort of price point, how new a club you can actually get. You know, these clubs are only, you know, a few years old, and, you know, pretty much latest engineering and technology. And in first place, I can't believe I'm saying this when you've got the likes of sort of TaylorMade, Ping, Callaway, you know, all these fantastic brands, it's Wilson. And the reason being is, by going to Wilson, which is obviously fantastic quality, they make fantastic quality clubs. It's a Wilson Launchpad, which is, they were dead easy to get up off the fairway. They actually specialise at this time more in that sort of more forgiving market. So they were the masters at it. £50 to £70, you can get them. And you might be thinking like, well, why didn't you put like a Ping or a, you know, a Callaway or a TaylorMade in? Because you'd have to go that far back. You might only get like a G15 or a G20. And to be quite honest, they weren't really aimed at being the most forgiving hybrids. They were just a good hybrid all round. And this being the most forgiving category, they can't really be in there. And, you know, there's other Callaway hybrids and TaylorMades again that you could probably put in here. But apart from Callaway Edge, which we had in there, I can't think of like hybrids that were specifically made really, really forgiving in that price range. So that was the list. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Obviously, if you're in the market for any second-hand gear, get in the comments, let me know what you're shopping for. I might be able to do that list next week. But yeah, I'm really loving this series. It's really getting me, you know, I love delving through second-hand market, and every time I'm searching for these clubs for you guys, I'm buying stuff, which is, it's crazy, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying that by the start of the season, we're going to have some bags of club to challenge people with and get on the course with, and it might be with the most forgiving clubs we get an handicapper on to see if we can improve his performance on his own set, you know, an XYZ. So there's plenty of good ideas to come, and I must say, like, I'm buzzing putting all these clubs together, and I hope if you're in second-hand market this year that these videos can help. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you at the same time next week at 9 AM. Bye.